Hello, this is Venus Global Communications TV Weekly News Update. I am Vgctv Stucci. Today, we'll bring you verified stories from across Nigeria, Africa, and the world. Here are the top stories for the week. ECOWAS declares West Africa in a state of emergency. Nigeria Senate approves military deployment to Benin Republic. Burkina Faso releases 11 detained Nigerian Air Force personnel. Russia launches massive mechanized offensive to parts of Ukraine. Federal government to borrow 17.89 trillion naira for the 2026 budget. Bayelsa Deputy Governor Lawrence Erujabu confirmed dead. Stay with us for full details of the story after this short break. Welcome back. Now the news in full. ECOWAS has declared West Africa in a heightened state of emergency. This follows a surge in coups, attempted coups, and rising insecurity across the region. Leaders say democracy is under serious threat, prompting enhanced intelligence cooperation and rapid response measures.
Events of the last few weeks have shown the imperative of serious introspection on the future of our democracy and the urgent need to invest in the security of our community. Elections have become a major trigger of instability in our community. Despite the best of efforts of our community to establish constitutional convergence principles and to have a support program for elections in our region in order to safeguard our democratic credentials and stability, we have continued to witness political practices that violate some of these principles.
Nigeria's Senate has unanimously approved President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's request to deploy troops to Benin Republic. This followed a failed coup that briefly disrupted state television. Nigerian forces operating under ECOWAS protocols assisted loyalists to restore constitutional order.
The consent of the Senate for the deployment of Nigerian troops to the Republic of Benin. This request is made further to a request received from the government of Benin Republic for the exceptional and immediate provision of air support.
Our president did well, and what we did is to commend Mr. President and for his support for democracy, and to commend the entire country for supporting the president to protect democracy as well of Benin.
I equally commend Mr. President for acting swiftly to forestall the collapse of democracy in sister nations.
Tension between Nigeria and Burkina Faso eased after the release of 11 Nigerian military personnel. They had been detained following an emergency landing in Bobo, Bayelsa. Diplomatic channels successfully secured their returns. See you after this short break. In Russia forces launched a large mechanized assault on the strategic city of Pokrovsk. Ukraine reports that several Russian units were destroyed in the multi-directional attack. While Russia claims some territorial gains, Ukraine maintains control of key northern sectors. The federal government plans to borrow 17.89 trillion naira to fund the 2026 budget. Total spending is projected at 54.5 trillion naira, with revenue expected at 34.33 trillion naira, leaving a deficit exceeding 20 trillion naira. Experts warn that rising debt servicing costs could put additional pressure on Nigeria's economy. Bayelsa State is mourning the sudden death of Deputy Governor Lawrence Erujabu, who reportedly collapsed in office. Condolences continues to flow from across Nigeria as the state begins official mourning. And that brings us to the end of today's weekly news update. I still remain Eziochela Peace Tucci. Stay safe. Keep watch. Don't forget to always ask the hard questions. See you next week. Bye.